Welcome everyone to this Java tutorial. So today we'll learn how to use Java var-args and the constraints about using it. So Java var-args or variable argument is a Java parameter that simplifies the creation of method that needs to take 0 to n variable. So we'll practice this now. I have just created a project with a new class here and a test var-args. Then I have just created a simple method, simple void method that will print the length of this array, passed as parameter. So here I have already created an array with some random value. Then I will use the method that take an array as parameter. Run. Here the result is 6. Then I will create the method that use var-args argument. So run with var-args. So here I will just replace the square bracket of the array here with 3 point. So that become a method using var-args parameter. So I can use it here in my main method, run with var-args, and I can pass the array to it. So the length is 6. So it's correct. So here, in the var-args variable, I can pass an array of primitive integer. And I can also pass multiple value separated by comma. For example, here I will pass 4 value separated by comma. Run, and here the length of those value is 6. So as you see, var-args variable give more flexibility to Java code. And I can also pass null value. Null. Run. Then I will have a null pointer exception. We have to be worried about this and don't pass null value to method using var-args parameter. And I can also put empty value. I don't put anything. That's a special case in Java method with signature. So here the length of 0, because we didn't pass any array. So in this method, it considers that it's an array of 0 element. Then print the length of 0. So as you see, I can use it by different way, by using directly an array, multiple values separated by comma, null value. We can do it, but in real life, we don't have to do that. We always have to check about null before using it. Then we can put anything here, which gives more flexibility. So what about using a method with var-args and other parameter? For example, I will use the string text. So here the compiler doesn't like that. He's telling me that the var-args argument must be, as you see here, the last parameter of the method. So that's the rule number 1. Var-args must be the last argument. So that's imply another rule. The other rule is that method can at most use one var-args argument. So for example, so to fix this, I just have to put my var-args as the last argument of my method. So now it's working. I can use this method here with some text. So run, I have my length here. Because I just put my var-args argument as the last argument of this method. So what about using, so we'll just change the name of the method. So what about using two var-args variable? So it's not working because of rule number 2. Method can at most use one var-args argument. So here another rule we have seen, var-args can be null, and the fourth one, var-args can be empty, like we have seen it here. So let's work a little with this method, with string parameter and var-args parameter. So if I want to use this method, I have just to use my instance variable run with var-args and another. Here I will put some text, and here my test array. I will run, then I have the length of 6, and my method took a string as parameter. But we can also just give this method the string. So the length will be 0, because Java consider that this array is array of 0 element with 0 length. So we can do that too. So here is some of the rule of var-args. Must be the last argument. Method can at most use one var-args argument, and var-args can be null, and var-args can be empty. So the most important thing that var-args gives, that it creates some flexibility for Java method. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and see you next time.